clue I help with. I want mine in cash, want it all, I'm selfish. Never gave a fuck, I'm bad, I cannot help this. Caught up in my ways, counting days till I'm fucking out this. Whoa, roll up 20 deep, little homie, build a snap. Like whoa, put 100 down and put us on the map. Like whoa, y'all ain't even know the place I had to go. In my soul, lost a part of me, but I won't lose control. On the gas, my whole crew I help with. I want mine in cash, want it all, I'm selfish. Never gave a fuck, I'm bad, I cannot help this. Caught up in my ways, counting days till I'm fucking out this. Whoa, roll up 20 deep, little homie, build a snap. Like whoa, put 100 down and put us on the map. Like whoa, y'all ain't even know the place I had to go. In my soul, lost a part of me, but I won't lose control.
everything on my end is okay though, with the mic and all that?
Yes, you are good. We are live. Hi guys,
All right.
Finally we are live. This is Igor Lenex again for another live episode of Gamer Nation, our gaming global podcast that I shaped basically to bring the personalities of gaming across regions. So it is a pleasure for me to be here. I have another fantastic personality and guest to bring to you guys today. So it is Adam, Jesus Can Save You. How's it going, Adam? Man, thanks so much for saying yes to us.
Yeah, man, of course. Yeah, things are going great, man. I'm excited to be here, and thank you for doing what you're doing. I'm excited to see where this goes with the future episodes as well, man. So, yeah, we're good.
Nice, man. You seem very, protected from the weather. Is it cold there in Canada? Tell us.
Right now, it's actually not. It's pretty hot. It's been sunny with, blue skies and everything. But... my hair looks kind of homeless right now because I hadn't done it, so I just put the hoodie on to, look somewhat presentable. That's my honest answer. Yeah.
No, you're looking fancy. You're looking good. I'm having the cold weather as well. Here in the US where I am, I would say we're transitioning from the summertime to the eventually fall time, and also I'm hoping it gets colder as soon as possible because I'm a cold lover, to be fair. But again, thank you so much. Sorry for being here with us. I'm even shaky, guys, because Adam, Jesus Can Save You, is a very experienced personality from Codmobile. He has been playing the best championships we have out there. And before talking about the game itself and a lot of stuff that we have to bring, I want to say hi to all of our friends. A huge shout out to you guys who are in the chat now. So Ghost, welcome. Ace Gamers, and also some friends in my own YouTube channel. Of course, you guys are free to, bring up questions, either in English or in Portuguese. I'm going to be able to translate to you and help you guys to talk to Adam, who's with us here today. So, Adam, first of all, man, I guess I have a nice curiosity about, your nickname on the game. I really want to know, where does it come from? Jesus Can Save You. I think it's a very original, by the way, a pro player nickname. So let us know, how did you come up with that?
That's a long story. I made a big video on that, dedicated. It's 40 minutes, but to summarize it all in one little sentence or two.
Okay.
Pretty short. Basically, I had a big, I would say, adventure finding God, and eventually led me to an encounter, and that encounter had changed many things in my life, pretty much everything. It destroyed what needed to be destroyed, and then raised up what needed to be raised up. So the good was amplified and the bad was taken away, of course, with some exceptions. But a lot of things happened when I had my encounter with God. And then when I started playing the game, I'm like, okay, I kind of want to glorify God and also plant seeds that He really is the answer. Some people believe, some people don't, which is completely understandable. But my gamer tag came just to plant seeds on the goodness of God, because I've experienced it firsthand, and ideally I would like other people to experience it firsthand as well. A lot of people have biases against God or things that they believe which are not necessarily true, and sometimes it just takes a little seed that can grow into something beautiful, and that's where the name comes from, just to plant seeds.
That's a nice story, indeed. I think I never saw, let's say, such a devotion, let's say, on the religious side of things, on gaming. I think usually the guys that play, I don't know, they usually do not show this personal side on gaming. So it is very cool to see you doing that back when you were a player. Again, we have to remember that you are already a retired Codmobile player. I'm gonna get there. Actually, now I want to know, how do you feel these days as an ex-player? How is your life going? Do you feel cool? Do you miss Codmobile? I want to know all that.
Those are some good questions. So let's get into it, man. Yeah, we're retired now, old man, out of the game, at least on the competitive level. Do I miss it? We'll start there. In some ways, yeah, because I enjoy competing. It's really fun. It's fun to travel. It's fun to play against other people and practice and be with your team and go through the ups and downs. All that stuff is really fun. But now, since I've retired, things have also been leveling up in other areas of my life. And the beautiful thing is the stuff that I learned from being a professional player in CODM and competing on a worldwide level and a very serious and high level, I'm taking those same principles I used to have success in CODM into other areas, whether it's my relationships or business or health or whatever it may be. So yeah, man, it's been good, more or less, and we're still building. I'm still working on it in terms of focusing on business. But other than that, I mean, it's been good. I still talk with some of my teammates, still talk with some of my friends. I still like look in on, like, for example, Kings, Cartel, and like Nexus. I'm like cheering them on. I'll be kind of like seeing the results. They're doing well. I'm proud of them. But yeah, I think it's been needed. It's a necessary retirement because my goals are no longer in alignment with competing. But it's been a great run, been fun, and yeah, now we just got to keep pushing forward.
Oh yeah, I love how you bring your entrepreneur side, out of this all, because we see, of course, many of these Korean players that we are used to seeing on stages, like the elite players. I see these guys like always talking a lot about the game and of course about their own like professional gaming career and etc. But we do not see those side things, right? Those side jobs and side, let's say, hobbies. And it's cool to see on you like all this, how can I say, this vibe of like being someone else also besides of the game. And I think you just brought almost exactly the same lines and words that you brought when you retired, when you said like, I'm bringing everything I learned, to the next chapters of my life. So congratulations on this, man. And I want to know like, what exactly are you doing? We've talked about this before on the backstage, but like before the stream goes on, but like what have you been doing, like let's say in a professional and personal basis on a daily basis?
Okay, well, I say on the professional level, on day to day. So of course we talked a little bit about it, but I'm working on building an online personal training fitness business because there's a lot of potential there. Not only can I help people transform their lives with obviously improving their health, their confidence, whatever. It also gives me freedom while I help them and help them achieve their goals. Gives me my goals because I can work remote anywhere in the world and not have to be tied to a location. Everything is done online, done in a system. I can scale it, which means I like basically grow the business without needing to have a physical location, and it's just great. I just need to kind of focus in on that for this next month, 2 months, 3 months, build it up to where I want it to be, which would be ideally 5 figures a month. I have to push hard and learn a lot before that happens though. But aside from the business side, with my relationship with my girlfriend or my family members, my health, all that, man, it's been good, man. Competing takes a lot. It's like a full-time job when you're competing for real. So when that is like no longer there, you have time to really focus in and spend time with your family. And I kind of realized, like, damn, yeah, okay, it's fun. It's good to lock in. It's good to have a period of focus. But there's a lot of times I miss with my family because of, the gaming stuff. And at the end of the day, I think family is very important, and probably priority over the gaming stuff, but give me more time to hang out. Yeah,
no, totally. I think it's very mature from you also, posing this way, because we look at life versus Codem usually when we are like, working with it on a daily basis, and it's cool to see that you have like, stepped out of it and like on the side and you're seeing like life in a different way, which takes me to the question of how do you think you took elements from your career on Codem, into these new business chapters? Do you think of yourself as a competitive like businessman, or you're gonna get there? How does it go for you? How hard it is, to jump from one path to the other one? Has it been like a hard transition for you?
I wouldn't say it's been hard. No, it's not been hard. I guess in some aspects it's been hard. Let me not say no completely. In some ways it has been, because there's different skill sets that I have to learn from scratch. Like in the beginning of my CODM career, I had to learn different skill sets, how to track correctly, how to pre-aim, how to understand the game on a deeper level, like spawns and teamwork and blah blah blah. So it's kind of like I'm building that same foundation like I did for CODM with business, but starting from scratch. And the principles that I am taking from CODM and applying to business or other areas of life are things that are not very, like, they're not like physical things, but they're qualities that are like diligence, basically taking a more strategic approach. So diving deep into all the steps that would create a really strong business on all levels. Just like in Kadem, if you want to have a winning team, you have to look at all different aspects, like communication with your team members. Are you guys pushing together and playing together as a team with coordinated effort? There's certain like utility spots you have to learn that is going to put a perfect position of the smoke or the grenade. So it's like the same thing, the same diligence, and the same hard work, which is really important qualities for business. Because in Kadem, I used to be grinding when I was in my peak grind, hours and hours and hours a day. And I was also like an IGL, so I had to learn how to lead a team and do all this stuff. And so with business, you have to have leadership as well if you're building one. So the IGL qualities, I'm taking in the hard work qualities, and strategic breakdown of what makes a good business is some of those qualities that I'm basically applying that I learned from Kadem. Yeah.
And about CodeM itself, have you been like having any kind of contact with the game? Meaning, like, are you used to streaming or creating contents? Because you seem to be like a happy retired guy, but also you still keep some level of presence on the socials, and I love that. To be fair, okay, keep doing that, please. I see you giving, like doing some giveaways, especially on socials. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna abandon my channel with the gaming stuff that I built.
That's
so I am still posting. I have still done some live stream, but it's definitely like not as super active, but it's pretty active still. I try to post on a weekly basis, if not multiple times. So yeah, it's still there, and thank you as well. I want to keep posting, and I like that as well with your side of things, like how we talked about before. The fact that you're building this up and you're expanding and you're giving the scene, the Kadem scene, a new look with these interviews and podcasts you're doing is chef's kiss. I love it. It's good, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks. It's awesome to have those kind of compliments, especially live, especially from a beast like yourself, which takes us to CodeM finally. Let's talk about the game, right? The game has been part of your life like I would say for 4 years before you retired. And before jumping into that cycle, I want to just say a quick hi to Ghost, Ace Gamers, Kuros Tatiki, Gustavo Silva, my friend from Brazil, and also Tori is with us, coming from the African scene, which is pretty much like being raised these days. Again, thank you guys for being with us. Share the stream, hit the like button, and follow the channels, because it's awesome to have you guys with here for these international talks. After all, Gamer Nation is an international podcast, so here I am as a Brazilian trying to jump into more global audiences, let's put it this way. But Adam, tell us a little bit more about this whole crazy thing that was CodeM on your life, because we know that you've been like playing elite championships for a while. So you went into the 2021 West Finals, North American Finals, and then like World Championship 2022, 2023, and like even in this year when you before you retire, of course. Do you miss all the adrenaline? Do you miss the contact with the players? What do you miss most of it?
Yeah, bro. I mean, of course, competing is great, and when you're on that stage and things are really like count, when the marbles really count, the adrenaline is there, and the excitement is there, and the passion is, and all that work you guys have been building up all throughout the year, the ups and the downs, and all of that. It's like coming together for that big moment on stage, and then all of that is very exciting, and it's fun. It's also it's a good way to grow even as a person, because composure is a huge thing on stage, man. And if you're not calm and collected and just focused, you're gonna get. Can I say the S for? Can I say the
yeah?
Like that? Okay, you're gonna get shit on. Basically, you're gonna get clapped, because people who are overly nervous or not composed enough, they choke. And so I don't know. I just love that whole environment of, okay, basically I'm better than you, let me show it. Or if I get beat, I'm like, okay, damn, let me go back to the lab and grow with my team. And in any case, yeah, it's fun, man. It also has led to other cool opportunities. For example, with content creation, and I joined Toronto Ultra for a few months, and that was really cool. I met different CDL pro players. It's got me tournaments that I would have never been involved with huge content creators that are way bigger than myself. And people that I used to watch. So it's like, it's very cool. Even on the CDL side of things, back in 2022, we had both the like a major for CDL happening with the Cotton World Championship. So I got to talk to and meet like Scump and Simp and different CDL players and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, bro, I was just watching you the other day. So it's very cool.
I imagine it was pretty cool because it was indeed like a divided, let's say, event on that matter. Like logistics wise, at least, like it was indeed like special to have all those beasts like all together. And I wish I was there as well, but I was obviously like casting from remotely from Brazil. But
Right.
I'm assuming like you had the chance of like also learning a lot with them. And of course, facing them, as I said, before the stage and after the stage, which leads me to a very, very, like, I would say, paramount question that I have to you. How did you feel better to compete? Like, did you feel you were at your best level whenever you were, like, hyped up and, like, eventually trash talking to the guys in a cool way? Or did you prefer to be, I don't know, a lower profile kind of player and just focus on yourself? As we know, like the Asians, usually they are kind of low profile, most of them, but of course some of them are already embracing, the Western culture of like, hey, going in there and etc.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, I've been seeing some clips of those Chinese. They were like trash talking face to face sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, what the heck? But for me personally, when I was on teams and competing, I like to keep a more lower profile in general. And then whether it's like if it's with my team and a big moment happens, like a big clutch or whatever, or I did something crazy or one of my teammates did something crazy, then for sure I'll just go off and be like, yo, that guy did like good shit, basically, that you just shit on him, you just destroyed him or whatever, hype them up, hype up my teammates or hype up myself even, because that morale boost, whether it's for your team or for yourself or all together, like both, it's important for like a success of a team because it builds positive momentum. So yeah, I would say lower profile though in general. Sometimes there's moments of okay, boo, this in your face, talk some trash, but in general, no, I don't like personally doing that as much. I know Veg does. We're all different.
And we indeed like have different kind of players on each region. It would be complicated to just make it a generic statement of like, okay, so this region is supposed to be always this way, but like more than that, we have like, for example, some very, very cool and chill North American players, as much as we have some agitated, let's say, Chinese guys. And I want to ask you about this. Whenever you faced, let's say, Chinese teams or Asian or other regions, did you feel like a different vibe? How did you feel facing those guys? And feeling that you are like on an international stage, especially representing Canada, right? Since I think you may be, I don't know if you know this, but like I think you are like the most successful Canadian player we ever had on Codmobile. I never saw someone else coming from Canada and being this successful. So how do you feel like whenever you're like on this global stage?
Yeah, well, I would say outside of Veg, he's I would say the other Canadian who has more success in my opinion because he won the champs and I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Second. But
cool.
Aside from that, yeah, I guess so. And when it comes to facing other Chinese teams or Eastern teams, well, I would say they're just more aggressive essentially. They're more in your face when I was competing at least. And the first year, 2022, when we first played them, they were aggressive, but they didn't have much teamwork. So they were solo pushing a lot, and that worked against them because even though they had really good skill individually, us NA were a little bit ahead in the teamwork department, so we would shut them down easier. But when it came to 2023, the final year, they had learned the teamwork side of things on another level because they had observed from stage 5, and so they brought their aggression with their teamwork that they had been putting into practice. And that created something that was super dangerous because individually they're insane. And now you put two of them side challenge one person or side challenge you together. It's just like, it gets a lot more tough for sure. So I would just say that would be the vibe overall. More aggressive and they just very persistent. They don't stop. So it's different than any, and I think it's better with the teamwork.
So I need to know now, did you see all the Chinese success coming? And I'm asking you about specifically the stage 5 on 2023. Did you see like Wolves coming up to that level? And I don't know, did you see Q9, for example, this year winning the Snapdragon Mobile Masters in Brazil, man? To be fair, like on your wildest dreams, have you ever imagined those guys like dominating the two most important international trophies?
That's a good question. So back in 2022, after the World Champs had finished, I had talked with Hippo and other pro players, and we already knew the Chinese learn fast because that's just how they are. Plus, they have like a bunch of coaches. I think they have like 3 coaches and an analyst and whatever.
True story.
Yeah, so
yeah.
Even in 2022, we didn't scrim them a lot, and we avoided scrimming them because we knew if we did, they would learn really fast, and come stage 5, they would put that teamwork into practice. So we avoided scrimming them completely. And then after 2022 stage 5 finished, we already were in the talks. We're like, yeah, they're going to learn. They're going to go back, watch the VODs. They're going to see the teamwork was their downfall, blah, blah. So we kind of expected them to come out with that fire for champs in 2023. And them winning, I'm not necessarily surprised, to be honest. But for Q9 winning the Masters, that I kind of am. Because I feel like Galori's was the one team that just looked super crazy, unstoppable. They had Lucasen and Mihak and the rest. And that was like the new super team that was dominating everybody. And I think, didn't they beat them the first day? Like day 1 and then day 2?
Yes,
Q9
yes,
beat
precisely. Galleries have beaten like Q9. And then Q9, I mean, they adjusted themselves so crazily, like from day 1 to the second day. I don't know, surprising everybody. Yeah. You know, so that's what you're saying. Like the Chinese guys, they adjusted themselves so crazily during the competition, right?
Yeah, just one night, and then boom, there's a whole different team. 4-0, I think it was, and it's like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
So, With that being said, like it's definitely a different atmosphere over there. But I didn't expect the Q9 Masters win. No, to be honest, no.
Yeah, and I'm sure like you would never expect Q9 just beating Galleries like with 4-0, you know, on the finals. No one ever saw that coming, especially because Galleries just had like Lucas and Mihawk, right, all combined. The super Latin team for the first time. And I need to ask you, like, what did NA had to do differently? I don't know if you watched the matches, right? So I don't want to get you uncomfortable on this, but like, from what you have seen from the NA teams, do you think the guys like, I don't know, made mistakes or just the Chinese were like crazily good?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch most of the games. I'm gonna be honest. Like most of the games, I really didn't watch them. But
cool.
I do know behind the scenes because I had talked with some players and I know a little
That's
bit.
what I want to know.
Happening.
See, guys, Adam's gonna tell us everything. Just bring it on, man.
Well, it's no secret that people don't already know. At least some people who are involved in the scene. It's just that NA's work ethic is kind of like not as strong. It's like they're lazy and they rely on talent, and they think that's gonna carry them through for a win. And when you compare that to a Chinese team or Galori or whoever else who are focused, they take scrim seriously. They show up and they're not late. They don't miss days. They don't have excuses. They're doing what they need to do. That you can't compete with that. You know what I mean? And NA, I feel like the first 2 years they just relied on talent, and that's still kind of there. That hard work, that discipline, it's not as strong as it needs to be or as other regions are. So if they fix that, I think we're in for a different outcome. If they keep doing what they're doing, like NA is just gonna get destroyed, like continually. To be honest.
I need to ask you more about NA, but before, putting you against the wall, I want to just tell folks that we have some nice footage that I edited, folks, precisely with the match between Exclusive from Europe against Team Mayhem, which was the last organization, the last team that Adam, Jesus Can Save You, played for on this occasion, especially on 2023 on the World Championship. So we're going to have the chance to see you on action here, Adam, because that was a tough match, right? If you want to say anything about Exclusive and that game specifically, man, the word is yours.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I think with this game, I was confident we were gonna just destroy them because when we played them in scrims, we were like actually destroying them in scrims.
Okay.
When I'm talking about like when we were in the facility in person for stage 5, we scrimmed them and we were destroying them. So I was like, I don't know. I maybe I underestimated them. I don't know. But yeah, we ended up losing this. part of that is our fault too. So aside from, I'm not going to take anything away from them.
Okay.
But we had all of us just get the phones, I think, on the same like day or the day before. Because the one thing that really, I think, harmed us is not getting the phones early like other teams.
Yeah.
Because the phone feels really different. And if you're not used to it, the muscle memory is not going to be there, and you're going to get basically slapped if somebody has been practicing on it before you. And so I feel like that really held us back to showing our potential that we actually have built up to that moment due to the devices. But it's completely our fault because we didn't get it early as we had hoped. And there were some complications that went on behind the scenes. But yeah, man, we underestimated them regardless, and we paid the price. Aside from us not being prepared with the phones, we paid the price like in the game. And yeah, I think we got 3-0'd here or something. It was bad. It was really bad. Yeah, I don't know. We were just not able to counter them in this match.
Yeah, and that strikes me a lot because you guys from Team Mayhem, they were, of course, the team was looking so solid, of course, in the regional stages, and again, everybody was like, all right, something is gonna happen, etc. And then I think you guys, like maybe again, like the Europeans, when they surprise teams, they do a good job. It's not every day that they come, after like or they can beat like an A or LATAM or other regions, but like whenever they do it. It means that also the opponent team to them needs to think about whatever is happening. So I don't think was the best match, of course, for Mayhem. But after that, I wanna make like let's say a time leap into Snapdragon Mobile Masters that happened this April now. But before doing that, I want to just be gentle and give a huge shout out to folks here in the chat with us, like Jalen. He's also asking about Nexus. The new Nexus Horus team, which is like a very strong team these days. We also have to bring Blur's team now with, I think, Status Quo. Status Quo is the new, let's say, strong team on an A on the top of Tribe as well. So, yeah, before doing the time leap thing, I want to ask you, have you been watching the scene, Adam, these days, like an A especially, or not?
I've been watching a little bit, like with what was the stage 4 or whatever that just passed, where Nexus beat Tribe. I watched that. I was so happy for the guys, man. I've seen like how Status Quo has been dominant. I haven't looked very, very in depth, but I've been looking from a distance, and yeah, I don't know too much, but I know a little bit.
Cool. And I ask you this because, like, of course, Blur is gonna be our next guest, folks. So I'm already like giving up the information and spoiling for us who are here. Blur is gonna be my next guest, and I mean I'm gonna ask you about him because I'm gonna ask him about you. So you have the chance to say something first, and then he's gonna eventually fire back on you. But like, you see, I'm a nice guy. Did you like the team, like of Mayhem as a squad, etc.? Do you like the guys?
Do I like the guys in Mayhem from last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
How did it feel playing? Okay.
So with this team, overall, it was good. Now, with that being said, with any team, there's always going to be challenges. Yeah. So with our team, I think with Blur in particular, and he knows this. We've talked about it. We've shared this openly before, and he knows.
Okay.
He didn't like being on that team as much, and so we always knew that, and that caused a disconnect with the team and how we played together, how we evolved as a team. Also, Blur's practice style is very different from our practice style, like most of the other members on the team, like me, Cartels, Kings, even Raph, because we prioritize like grinding basically.
Okay.
Where Blur takes it more very low, like easy going, doesn't just comes to scrim, gets off when scrims are done. He doesn't really put too much time other than that from when we were working together. And that also caused the disconnect, because when we wanted to go above and beyond, it made it harder to, because there was more friction. And then on top of that, with the personality differences and, maybe not everybody liking each other in certain ways, that also caused a bigger divide. And I think those were some more non-tangible problems that were happening with the team, which also contributes to not being as well performing. Because I think that's an underrated aspect of a team, is like, how do they get along? How do they like each other? That kind of thing. and if there's like politics or divide or division in whatever way, it's like it's not gonna be so well for the team unless they fix that. But other than that, I am still friends with Blur. I still like him. There's some qualities that we don't agree with each other, which is okay. You know, you're not gonna agree with everybody on everything. But still, overall, a smart teammate. He knows the game quite well. When he's locked in, and he does great. So I don't have like much bad words or bad things to say. There's just some things we don't agree on, and that's okay because that's life, you know.
That's cool. That's cool to know. As a preparation for my conversation to him, of course, as well. And I like how you were honest here, Adam, on like stating, you know, that of course the team eventually like potentially had a limit or a limitation on time as well. Like, you know, as a group to move forward from that. And I want to ask you like now more broadly about the scene, the NA scene as a whole. I need to get into this chapter because, as we all know, the NA region was like number one until let's say 2022, and then I don't know, something happened from 2022, like to, you know, after that with the Chinese teams stepping up. So you just mentioned earlier before here like about the ethics. You know, do you really think that the NA teams eventually are going to get back to the top, or is this something that you don't see happening, let's say, in future times?
Ooh, that's an interesting question. I think it's definitely possible, but a lot has to change. So, for example, I'll give you Tech and Solo and Marvel. They changed this with, like, they made a team with Team Vitality. And the reason why, especially I know for Tech, is because NA's work ethic is just, like we talked about, just not there. They're not as serious. They just show up and da-da-da. It's like they don't take it seriously, as serious as they need to win. So I can only see that changing and them actually showing up if they have an attitude change. If they don't, I don't think they'll come out on top because the Chinese scene, also the Latin, like the Brazilians, the Glory, they're serious, man. They don't goof around when they like practice. Obviously, they have fun, I'm sure, but like they take practice seriously and they're very consistent. I talked with on 2023. I think I forgot who it was on Wolves, but we were hanging out with some of the Wolves guys, and I asked because they had a translator. I asked a question to them, and the translator told me, "This is my question." I said, "Like, how was your guys' practice? Like, how did you guys prepare for this? You know, what did you guys do?" Yeah. And then one of the Wolves people answered, and he said, "We played 10 hours every single day, 0 days off. They didn't take a day off. 10 hours every day. How are you going to compete with that, bro?" And then I asked Godlike how they were practicing. And then they told me, I think it was 7 to 8 hours every day with like 1 day off. So it's very interesting because those were the top two finalists and both played pretty much every day for hours with insane work ethic. But the one who came out on top just put more time in, more effort. So it was literally a matter of 2 hours put in each day that made Wolves come out on top, obviously, with their other preparations. So it's like, if NA doesn't have that level of commitment, heck no, bro. They're going to get just destroyed.
Yeah, it's very cool to see that what you're saying matches like what Hippo told us, the coach, as we know. He came to talk to me also in Gamer Nation, and he was making the same analysis. He was saying, hey, I don't think the guys, really get what it takes to get there, etc. Like, keep working hard. And also, not only based on whatever Hippo told us, but like a lot of other guests I had here in this podcast, they told me, hey, Chinese guys, they have a different level of structure, like they have a crew, they have the chance of earning a salary to just focus on the game. So that's very hard to beat indeed. And we see that, Adam, as you know, man, like on the amount of, changes we have in ranking there. Like one of these days we were talking about Wolves, and now Wolves is like C3, in the country. What is happening? So positions change a lot on that country, and now, these days we have X-Rock, so it's hard to predict who's going to be the next because they are like in a very high level. But again, other than that, I really want to see, like, of course, as a Latin American, I want to see the NA stepping up. I want to see the Latin stepping up because I don't know, whatever happened, on the last finals cannot be repeated for the sake of the equality. Let's say on a global level, teams are not being able to beat the Chinese teams. And I would say for the diversity, sake of things, that's not pretty cool. But anyways, they also deserve winning everything they have been winning. And I want to ask you more about like, about the meta. How did you like to play? I think folks deserve to know as well, like, how did you see yourself inside of the game? I saw you many times like with a lot of kind of different weapons, but basically like Fennec. Did you like the meta? How do you see it these days? I mean, if you want to tell us something about how you worked, how you saw yourself in the game, if you saw yourself as, I don't know, the AR like heavy guy, or like, I don't know, feel free.
Sure. It depended. It depended what team I was on, to be honest. So
Cool.
in 2021, I was an AR. I helped anchor for the team and play long range. That was with ARP. 2022 came by and I changed to an SMG. Those 2 years, or sorry, I think I messed up the years. Anyways, with ARP, I was AR, a sniper. With like 2022, I was SMG and sniper, and then 2023 also just SMG shotgun. I stopped sniping at that point and just focused on shotgun because this depended on what our team needed. Every team has a different like strengths and weaknesses. And so if that means I drop the sniper, I'll drop the sniper. If that means I pick up a sub, I pick up a sub. If that means I start shotgunning, I start shotgunning. So I think being flexible is important, so you can always evolve, because you can't always just be stagnant and expect to be on top. You have to adapt. So yeah, I would say that's kind of it. And then outside of the actual guns, just IGLing is my main role. It's always been my main role with whatever team I've been on. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Guys, I want to remind you all that we're gonna step after this talk, after this very interesting conversation we've been having here. We're gonna step, me and Adam, me and Jesus Can Save You. We're gonna face each other in a 1v1 inside of the game. I know I'm dying inside because I know I'm gonna be devastated by Jesus Can Save You, but I'm also honored because I'm gonna be having the chance of facing this beast that I casted for so many times, and now we're gonna be playing in a little bit. I just want to ask you a couple questions. Like, this is gonna be like shot and go, like easy, fast ones. I want to know, get ready, the craziest things, without thinking a lot, craziest things you ever did in the game and for the game in your career. Feel free, the mic is yours.
For the game, I would say,
just don't say anything illegal, okay, please. But the rest you need to say.
Okay, question. When you say in the game, are you talking when I'm actually playing the game, or just in general when I was in the scene?
Let's say in the scene, yeah, it's better. I know we're gonna have better stories, right? I saw you trying to escape, right? You were like, all right, just ask me inside of the game. There's always a good backstage.
Oh man. Okay, I would say not that I've done. I will say it. Maybe I shouldn't say this though.
I don't know. It's up to you.
Okay.
Are you gonna get in trouble?
I might. I won't say any names. But let's say in one of the majors.
Okay.
Maybe I shouldn't say this. I don't know. I think I shouldn't say this, just in case. Yeah.
Okay, listen, if you got a lighter one, you can tell us. I think you're gonna feel safer.
No? Yeah, maybe just to be safer, just in case. I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me just say for the game. I'll answer that question really quick. I would say for the game, with ARP in particular, I think I brought a lot of structure and a level of seriousness that team would have never had before, which also translated to other esports players across the board in later years. That level of commitment and seriousness and structure and all that. Because I was extremely serious in ARP, like very, very serious. Now, in the game, I don't know what I would give you aside from that one crazy example, because yeah, I don't know what to tell you for that one. That's the only thing that comes to mind right now, and that's probably not appropriate for me to say it. So I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I'm fine. Like, listen, for the first time in this podcast story, I managed to, pose such a hard ass question. No one, like, you weren't able to reply to me, so I'm gonna keep that one, in my rundown for next episodes. Like, but okay, you're escaping because you're the first one. I'm asking this too, so you are lucky. You're lucky, buddy.
I'm a lucky guy. Yeah.
No, I'm kidding, but like, this one is also a cool one, but I think it's gonna help you breathe better. Like, on the side of CodeM, like, do you still play something, or like, you ever wanna like play professionally anything else, or you consider yourself like done as a professional player?
Yeah, I would say I'm pretty much done. I would say the only, I think I'm pretty much done. I want to take my skills and my abilities into real life, and I want to change the world in real life. So I think I'm done. Yeah. Good question.
That's so cool. Nice. So we have a happy, satisfied Adam Jesus Can Save You guys. Folks, please, hit your final questions because we're going to be heading into the wrap of the show. But before that, as I promised, we're going to be fighting against each other inside of shipment. So, Adam, it's going to be my pleasure to have you, okay? Are you in the game? I want to send you the...
Let me hop in.
Okay.
I'll be quick.
Okay, take your time. I'm going to send you the room number. And I want to see if you still got some, some shenanigans, some abilities.
Shenanigans? I have a little bit. I don't know. Maybe you'll surprise everybody. Maybe you'll beat me.
Oh, listen, I'm even gonna keep the 20 kill limits because if you want to nuke me, you're gonna be able. Okay. So.
Oh my god. I don't think I'll do that. I think you got some skills in you to kill me 3 times.
Come on, I'm just Grandmaster 2, man. I'm not there. I'm not a legendary guy.
Wait, have you hit legendary before though? No?
Yes, I have. Yeah, not for a long time,
All right.
but.
All right, at least you hit legendary. So I'm in the game now. When you send me the room code, let me know and I'll just win it.
Cool. I'm gonna send you on Discord because I know folks are gonna jump. If I just say it out loud here, they're gonna jump to fight me. Because I'm one of the easiest buddies to face on the game. Like folks usually beat me.
Lennox so humble, man. He's gonna come out and kill me a few times, I'm sure.
Oh, thanks, buddy. It's cool to hear that, man. I'm having a blast in this episode. To be fair, I just sent you on Discord. So right, Ghost is saying in the chat that Jesus is still cracked. Let's see if he's got the the skills, guys.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, we're doing like this version. Whoa, okay.
Yep.
Interesting. I don't think I've done this before.
Listen, do you need some time to set your loadout, or do you feel ready to go?
Let's go.
You get to go? Oh, I like this confidence. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's see what I can do against Jesus Can Save You, guys. The question is, can Jesus save me? I want to be saved in this game.
Oh, you got the skin and stuff already. Look at you. Only. The ghost skin, that's a nice one.
Yeah, that's the mythic ghost, man. It's pretty cool, pretty awesome.
Is it upgraded fully on your account or what?
It's not, to be fair. I mean, I didn't want to spend the CPs on this one, Oh!
I feel you. I wouldn't either. Oh, you're sniping, eh? Alright, let me pick this up.
Okay, cool. Yeah, using a CX9, which is pretty cool as well. Oh, wait!
You got a slow sniper. What is this build? Oh no! You gotta hook me up with a better build.
I'm gonna try to be faster because I don't want to be humiliated. Oof! He's fast, guys. I mean, it's the Canadian ping, I'm gonna be complaining about the ping.
Oh, it is. You're right. 43. I got low ping right now.
Oh boy, 4 kills, huh? Am I gonna be nuked by him, guys?
Yeah, I don't think he is.
Okay, I'm gonna try one more kill, as a sniper, and then I'm gonna change to SMGs, man.
Sure.
It's unfair, man.
What do you usually play with?
Oh, okay. Let's change. I give up.
Alright. Let's go. Are you usually a SMG kind of guy or what?
Yes, I guess since I'm I like to rush, so eventually I'm better as an SMG. Yeah.
I feel you. It's more fun that way too, in my opinion.
Oh, guys. Feeling this one's gonna be... What's up? Oh, shit.
What are you using? Oh, CX9, nice. Oh, you have a good skin for this. Wow.
Man, this skin is so awesome. And I've set this weapon this other day with a subscriber of mine.
Wow, this is beautiful.
You're excessively fast, man.
Yeah, you have to be. If you're not in comp,
you want to grab it from the ground if you want to.
Oh, that's what I'm using, bro. I picked it up right away. This thing is sexy.
Someone's gonna rage quit, guys. I'm not gonna quit. I'm not a quitter. Oh shit! Oh, I'm being destroyed, teared apart. That's why I'm a caster. Oops! Almost! Oh!
I was like a sliver of HP. I was so close to dying right there.
Oh man, that was so close.
Okay.
Told ya. 6 more, guys. Are we talking about a nuke here? Oh, buddy.
Maybe. The thing is, though, it's like riding a bike with this game. Once you know how to play, it's like the muscle memory 6.
Oh,
so you haven't played a million hours like I have. I'm like a no life, so
yeah.
Normal.
I think.
Oh no.
I think you could be it could be like, let's say on Asia, and you know, with the ping against you, you'll be beating myself, yeah.
That's the thing too. You're on bad ping. What's your MS at?
So I'm like 25 ms, but like 120 FPS. But no, I'm not trying to change conversation, guys. I'm still gonna beat him. Wait, I just need 1 kill. Oh, let me avoid humiliation. Oh, oops, oops. Oh.
Oh no, we're 2 kills away.
Oh, no,
do
man.
it. Right,
Oh no! No, okay. This is it. I need
yes or no?
I need to beat your ass, man. No way. No effing way. No, guys. Wait. Oh!
No.
And then it's over. Ha! No nuke.
No nuke. Yeah, no nuke. What are you guys talking about?
Next time I'm gonna put like 21 kills just to allow the nuke, you know? Oh, buddy.
Did you 1v1 any of the other plays? Like
I never won. No, I think I did. But he was not a player, you know, so anyhow. So.
Oh, okay.
Well, guys, it was just, you know, like a friendly match. Let me remind you all, okay, no hating in this game.
Yeah.
And then Gustavo from Brazil, he's saying like, you have to train him, Jesus. You have to train me, Jesus. Offer me the masterclass, okay?
Let's go.
Okay, guys, we are back to our camera screen here to say that even though we don't have nuke today, but like, yes, 20 Neil and Jesus can save you, beat my ass, but it's okay. That was expected, okay? It was awesome. Adam, it was awesome to have you here, man. It was a very, very fun and, you know, awesome episode. Very quick one, to be fair, but very complete and nice content and nice talk and nice play. Thanks, buddy.
Hey, man, thanks so much. I appreciate you having me, and thank you guys for all tuning in. Whoever is tuned in, appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you all with us. Hit the like button again, follow our channels, and keep track of us on socials because we're going to have more episodes. And the next one is going to be Blur.
Subscribe to Gamer Nation. Hit the subscribe button right now. Come on.
Thanks, guys. See ya. Yeah, have a good rest. That's all for today.
Boom.